Welcome to another edition of Mulligan Speakers International MSI Showcase. I'm Diane Mulligan, president of Mulligan Speakers International. Every couple of weeks we talk to our speakers. We bring them to you so that you can learn more about them and their passions and their excellent abilities to integrate their areas of expertise into really important topics that are going to make your life easier and your audience life easier. And today we're talking with Jeff Vankooten. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Good, Diane. How are you?
I'm great, and it's great to see you. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
Well, I go around the country, and I do two things. One, I coach speakers in a proprietary method of preparation so that every one of their talks is crystal clear and dynamic every time. But my real heart and passion is going around and inspiring and equipping audiences on how they can bounce back and thrive in today's changing world. It's on the issue of resilience.
You know, that topic of resilience is so important, especially where we are in our economy right now, in our culture right now. So tell me, what makes the changes we are experiencing today so intense and so monumental?
Well, Diane, I believe we're in a historic exclamation mark. Few people in history have gone through the types of changes that we have gone through. And what makes these changes so intense is the fact that they're accelerated. I mean, every single day there is a change that is occurring, and not just surface change. These changes are deep below the surface, and their ramifications are great. Every time I talk to people and I mention to them that my topic is resilience, they're all over that, saying that, boy, this is something we really need to talk about, because people are stressing, not only in their lives on how to make ends meet and how to make sense of these changes, but in the workplace as well. The changing nature of work, people having more to do with less resources. And so the idea of managing these changes and understanding them is so key and so critical. But we are definitely going through some major changes, that's for sure.
We are, and I think we're all feeling it. And it's really great that you focus on the topic of resilience and how people can really thrive even in today's changing, the changing environment that we have. What is your approach to that? And do you have like one or two great tips that you could give to the meeting planners today?
Sure. What I really do is try to help people get their bearings in this space. And part of that is engaging the change and its nature and helping people understand the type of change that we're going through, because that gives them a little bit more insight on how to engage it. And so what I really do is I give the new rules of engagement, resilient rules of engagement on going through this change and making it beneficial for everyone involved. And one of the rules of engagement that I talk about, and this sounds like something that was conjured up at a bar over a couple of beers, but be ready not to be ready. And we often don't think about that. We like our control. We like to have business plans and mission statements that are tight and will make sense even 5 years from now. But that isn't the case. Business plans change and they're flexible, and so you need to be ready not to be ready. And that really means embracing uncertainty, which is very fearful for many of us, but it's one of the new rules of engagement for going through this change. And another one is just to let go of what's going away. And, Diane, I had to do that with my hair. Having to just give that up and let it go away. But there are some, bad habits that need to be passed away. There are business plans oftentimes, mission statements that need to be readdressed. And sometimes you need to let those go and have the courage to let those go in order to move ahead in fresh new ways.
It's very true. In fact, you work with meeting planners, and we're constantly scheduling you out. And what I think one of the meeting planners would love to know is, what would you really say to their audiences so that the meeting planners can really help their clients and their audiences thrive?
Sure. One of the things when I work with meeting planners is I always say, use the F word liberally. And what I mean by that is the F word is flexibility. You need to flex in today's environment, and I know as I talk with meeting planners, that is an operative dynamic for them as they flex with the changes that are going on, changes in the meeting industry, how they are put together. And so I work with meeting planners to help them be flexible, but I'm also flexible in working with them too, because I understand how things can change on a dime. But the three main focus of my presentations, and one that I think every audience needs to have, is they need to reshape new perceptions. Seeing this world and its changes in life and in work, that have a fresh new look on that. We also need to invite new resources into our lives, and these might be surprising, what we find, but every audience member, and one of the values I can bring is to help them invite new resources. And then, of course, we need to embrace new directions. We need to have the boldness and the vision to move ahead in grand new ways, I think. This is the time for bold action, and I try to inspire audiences around those three dynamics of reshaping new perceptions, inviting new resources, and embracing new directions.
Well, I think those are great ideas, and it's very true that people can leave when they're done listening to you speak, and they not only are they inspired, but they actually have tools that they can use where they can go back to the office or go back to their home life and really take this idea of resilience, look at it a different way, and hopefully it will help them tremendously in this time that we're having right now with all the change. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you, Diane.
I appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching another edition of Mulligan Speakers International MSI Chat. I'm Diane Mulligan, president of Mulligan Speakers International. We have transformational speakers that will work so closely with you because we want this event that you're going to have to be one of the best ever. Thanks so much.